Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grapple Gurus. I'm your host for today, the Dazzler. First and foremost, Roink, double A, you drop the ball. And when you're looking to pod, you go for blood, family, the OGs. This is the genesis of the Grapple Guru Elite. And introducing my better half, NH, it is the Ochente Ocho. It is the first Bows. What's going on?
Yeah, well, shame the other two couldn't make it, obviously, priorities and all that, but the OGs are here. Do you know what I mean? So that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
So a little birdie told me last week you went to a WWE live event. What's going on?
Yeah,
How was
so
that?
second live event I've been to in the space of, I don't know, a month. I might as well put Disney ears on myself at this moment in time because, but it's for my daughter and, you know, she's really into this product at the moment. And it was just an opportunity that presented itself for the listeners out there. You know, it's a tip for you. If you looking to go to a WWE live event, listen, it might not always work, but you leave it to the last minute and ticket prices drop. And that's what happened with us. We left it till it was Tuesday night SmackDown, filmed on Tuesday, aired on Friday.
What? It was filmed on... You had that one that was on Friday?
The one that just happened on Friday.
Oh!
I was there. You can see Olivia on... In fact, if I can, I'll put a graphic up here right now. You can see Olivia on TV. We was on the aisle.
Oh, no, what? The aisle? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was filmed on the Tuesday. They only released it for the Friday. Different experience being on the aisle. The view of the ring isn't that great, but she got to see, you know, wrestlers walking past up close and personal. It's a mini battle in there for anyone thinking of booking an aisle seat. It's crazy because it's a battle. As soon as like music hits, everyone rushes to the barricade and you've got to kind of, get off her, move. It's like a little battle in itself, but... yeah, good experience actually. And yeah,
how much you pay for that then?
So it should have been, because I've been keeping an eye on it. They're normally up for sale around, especially with this TKO group. It's ridiculously expensive.
Dynamic pricing and all that.
You're looking at, it was when they first went on sale, $200.
Okay.
For Monday Night Raw, it was like $320 for the same seats. It was cheaper with SmackDown for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway,
Mr. B brand, isn't it?
I guess so.
Allegedly,
exactly. I waited till I think I bought my tickets on the Sunday, so 2 days before the event, £80.
Wow. Oh, that's all right then. We might have to do that for All In then, or something like.
I've been looking at All In as well. Yeah, I've been looking at those prices myself, and it's I think we might have to just have a look towards the, you know, a couple of days before the event.
And just so this man here says, oh, it's for my daughter. It's a great excuse and I love it. But in the group, I do remember you bopping along to Oba, and there's video evidence. Yeah, like, it must be infectious, isn't it? Like, everyone's like,
yeah,
you have to do it. Yeah.
Infectious. And when Seth came out, we got a match on SmackDown that must have just been for our... Well, it was just for our audience. But it was Oba and Seth versus the Vision tag team match. And it was just... You could tell it was just for the live audience because Seth was doing the Oba, like it was Bron Breakker was doing all this, and yeah, it was just like a fun live event match, if you know what I mean. So
okay, well that's it. Because we'll talk about SmackDown maybe at the end if you have any other business, because there's a couple bits that happened. But if that was the go home show for Night of Champions, then what did you think of Night of Champions? Because in the group, someone, no names, said, Chef, to quote Roink, via the first boss, go on.
Quote Roink, I think Chef Paul has burnt the pot noodles again.
What would make you happy? Okay, go on. What was wrong with the show as a whole?
Right, Night of Champions, Saudi, right?
Yeah.
The same venue that WrestleMania is going to be next year. So it was a spectacular stadium. We can't argue with that, right? It felt big, like I don't know what they call it these days. I still call it the Titantron. The Titantron was epic. You know, it was massive, the arena, everything. Okay. The crowd weren't really into it, but, right, we've come on this pod, and look, we are gurus at the end of the day, right? We are gurus, and we foresee things, and we like you said in the intro, call me the Ochente Ocho because I have been watching since '88. Right? We can see things. We should be able to predict things. I like it when it's unpredictable. I do like it, right? But
Okay.
there are some things that we predict that has to happen. Yeah.
But what?
Right. So the opening match, Jay versus Oba. You have hinted. You have through this whole tournament. Oba's been like, I'm going to win King of the Ring, but Brock Lesnar, I'm going to bruck you up, and I'm going to beat Seth. But Brock Lesnar, me and you have got unfinished business. But Brock Lesnar, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you've got Jay going all this like giving warning shots here, there, and everywhere, right? No hint of Brock Lesnar at this event. We said it on this pod. Oh, Brock Lesnar's gonna screw Oba, and then we're gonna get the SummerSlam match in Minnesota. Blah blah blah. No sign of Brock Lesnar. Right? 1. 2, if you're gonna win, as Oba's gonna win clean, why did you need Jay in that final to take that pin? Like, where has that led? What's that leading to?
Well, that's obviously going to lead to. I mean, if you did tune into Grapple Guru's Gold, then that means like there's already dissension not dissension, but hints of the bloodline. Roman Reigns is favouring Fatu without saying it yet, giving it all the fathers, all that stuff, and he's sending him to do jobs for him instead of Jay. And Jimmy and Jay go, no, we'll do it, no, I'll do it. And he keeps going, maybe I need to send a werewolf or chihuahua, whatever you want to call him. And then it's like Jay's doing his looks like what? And Roman Reigns gave him strict instructions, right? Handle the business. You can do it by yourself. Blah 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 blah. But when he comes back, is he not going to give him a tell off or say you let the family down, this, that, the other?
Losing to Oba.
Well, he said he should. Well, he's an unreasonable man. He's supposed to be a heel. Well, even though everyone cheers him, he's supposed to be a heel. So he's going to pal him off a bit.
Right. So
of course he is. So then that will lead to Jay maybe getting that. I mean, this is a possibility. I don't know. Because Jay is still over for some goddamn reason. But it might lead to him leaving Roman Reigns aside, this, that, the other. It could lead to something like...
Yeah, so it could lead to Oba
Jay's
saying...
not done.
Yeah, Oba saying, I've beaten you, Jay, so now I'm coming for your cousin or whatever at SummerSlam, right?
Or it'll lead to Oba. There's still avenue for Oba to go for the Cody title.
So where's that leave Brock?
Well, Oba could do 2 nights. It's White Night 1, Night 2, isn't it? So maybe...
explain
this is
the storyline where Oba does double duty and it makes sense.
What, so
why would you fight Brock? If you've got a title shot, if you've got a title shot at SummerSlam, why am I fighting Brock Lesnar now? Like, what do I need to fight him for?
Well, you know it's 2 nights, yeah?
I know it's 2 nights, but I'm saying kayfabe.
Say Brock is goading him, saying, because thinking, because I don't know if they're saying he's doing sneak attacks, he's shocking him, going, what the hell? He survived F5s, he survived 7 of them, whatever it was. He'd be like, he's already tied up at SummerSlam. I could be like, you could fight him at SummerSlam, but you won't, and goading. And then kayfabe wise, you know how babyfaces do stupid things.
Like, I was going to say, that would be stupid though, wouldn't it?
But that's what they do all the time. They don't just let people get counted out. No, I want to win this right. Bang. And then they've been attacked before the bell. And they still go, yeah, I'm okay, ref. It's cool. Ring the bell. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're all idiots. Like, babyfaces are known for being morons, especially when you think you're sick. And he always goes, I'm a man of my word. This is fate. This is destiny. Like, and he thinks he's that sick. And maybe that will lead, if he does fight Reigns, then that'd be an excuse for him to lose to Reigns on night 2 or whatever it may be. Like, he might fight Brock night 1, which I think they would, because Brock wouldn't get a title shot. But he'll do something stupid because he gets goaded. And he'll be like, you think I am busy that night, but there are 2 nights. And then kayfabe-wise, I think that would work. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. And everyone expected Brock to be there and expected this. You got swerved, bro.
No. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. I like a swerve. A swerve.
And you got swerve, bro.
It made sense if you are going to do... Anyway, we don't know. Maybe they're not doing Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. But then what was the point in... Like, stop talking his name then. Like, to quote Sami Zayn, keep Brock's name out of your mouth. Because what's the point in mentioning it if you're not going to do it? And if you are going to do it, there's no point in you winning King of the Ring.
Well, I'll just explain how you don't think that makes sense in the wrestling world. Kayfabe was.
To do 2... No, I don't think it makes sense to do double duty.
What, kayfabe?
In kayfabe, because like I said, in kayfabe, if I'm Oba, I'm concentrating on that title now. Being a world champion is more important
I have to stop
than
you
a
there,
rubber match against Brock Lesnar.
You don't know Oba. In NXT, he used to shit like that all the time. all the time. He'd be like, oh, this person said, this is my title shot, where most people go, right, you two fight, then I'll fight the winner. He goes, I tell you what, I fought you both in one night. Bang. And then like, he had 4 people after me. He went, bang, okay, fine. We'll do it in the Iron Survivor match. It's like, why are you saying that? Just let them fight out and just fight the winner. Oba does stupid shit all the time because he thinks
Okay.
he's that sick. Yeah. And this is perfect for his character.
That's his
He's having
character.
stupid.
Cool.
Yeah, he loves
Right.
it.
So
All challenges, all comers, all times. Like, he just loves it.
okay, cool. So we'll see where it goes. And maybe
This
it'll
could be
make
wrong,
sense.
of course. Yeah. Like a bit like you and your Zayn predictions for the last 2 years. Every time it's in Saudi Arabia, it's like Royal Rumble this time. And the one time we didn't say it. The one time we did not say it.
Well, let's get to that. We'll get to that in a second.
Cool.
So
you
far,
want to get order?
yes. Well, not in order, but so far we poured hot water in the pot noodles, and it's not burnt yet. It's hot. It's hot, right?
Yeah.
So if the pot noodle is hot, it's how it should be.
Yeah.
Come to the next match.
Well, EO and Liv. I mean, you take the full first one, mate. Cheers.
So for a start, Liv being in the final, I think, Double A, who is the advocate for women's wrestling, has said even he thinks it's silly Liv being there, but that's where we're at. We put Liv in the final, fine. We then make Liv lose. Again, that's not a problem, right?
Can I mention that thing about Liv losing? What are they doing? Cursing her before she goes out? Because then that's just, well, obviously she's going to lose then. Why am I watching the match? Like, why am I watching it?
There is that. I forgot to even mention that, but yeah. It was almost like, let's shoehorn Danhausen in because don't get me wrong, I've seen him twice now in Italy.
He's decent.
And this SmackDown just gone, and he's over. When Danhausen comes on the screen, if they show anything, when he comes out, over massively. They love him. The fans love him, right? So I understand giving him. You got to shove him out there somewhere. But like you said, if you're gonna keep this stupid curse gimmick going, and you cursed Liv, she's obviously gonna lose. Otherwise, your curse gimmick is gone, right?
Oh yeah, basically, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So you told us. So fine. You go through with the match, knowing that Liv is going to lose, and then she loses. But you go, you know what? That's fine, because now we're going to get a 5-week build-up of, anyway, obviously you're not going to choose me, this is Rhea, because we're best friends. Yeah, but you've never beaten me.
Yeah.
What? Don't say you've never beaten me, because yeah, but you've never I've beaten Liv already. I can beat her any time. Liv's going, what you talk, right? We could have had 5 weeks of that. But instead, we got, at the end of the match, Liv, I choose you. See you in 5 weeks at SummerSlam. I was like,
no suspense.
Okay. Build gone?
No suspense, no build. It was like, they go, which one? Which like, with Oba, we're going to say, which one's going to choose?
Because we know, Rhea's like, of course you're not going to pick me. Yeah, but you never beat me, though. And it's a bit like, ooh, little tension here. No. Chef Paul was decided.
Or Rhea could be like, just pat on the back, say, I know you're going to go first, fine, because you don't want any part of me. And she goes, what? You have never beaten me. Like, bang, sick, it's all over.
Yeah. Instead,
that was terrible.
Chef Paul's gone, this pot noodle needs to be a bit, let me put a bit more hot water in it, because clearly...
Yeah, but I don't think ruining the women's match is really ruining the main meal.
Part of the event.
That's like having a roast dinner and I'd slightly overcook the Brussels sprouts. It's fine. It's all right. I don't need the Brussels sprouts. It's cool. I'll eat the chicken. I'll eat the roast potatoes. I'll eat the stuffing, the gravy. It's fine.
Bearing in mind, those ingredients are also at risk of being burnt.
In your opinion, because the Oba thing was fantastic. So that's right at the fill line and left for 4 minutes. Perfect. The Liv thing, anything she's in for me, I'm out. Don't care. I'm glad she lost, but then when they said that, you said at the end, I've got to agree with that. That was just ridiculous. And I was like, oh, who's she going to choose? And then, like you said, you're taking it away from me. And I'm not sure I could go for another build of those two. I've seen it too many times before. And before this match, they were like, have a bit of beef before. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. I mean, do you have anything else to say about that? Because I just don't give a shit, to be honest.
No, but we can move on. I don't know, this isn't chronological, but
go on. Because the next one,
go on. What were you going to say? What was the next one?
Okay.
Because I was just going to move on to...
I don't know if this is burnt or not.
Okay.
I don't know if this is ruined or not. Because I have my opinion. So, Seth versus Bron. Right.
Perfect. Right.
I have 2 schools of thought here.
In fairness, so do I.
Yeah. It's like, when I initially watched it, I thought, fuck off. Why is why are you beating Bron? Like, what has he done wrong? Like, the shines off, the shines off, the shines off. I'm like, well, he had to. When he beat Seth the first time, I was like, well, okay, can we just be done with that feud now? Maybe it was a fuck finish, but technically on paper he's got the win, so maybe he can move on. Because the vision was basically broken anyway. Like, there's no vision left. Like, why should he care about Austin Theory? He wasn't there when he was in the vision. Why should he care about Logan Paul, who was injured at the time? But anyway, Seth had to get his win back. Cool. And I was not excited for this cage match, although it was good. I did enjoy it, actually. Like,
No, the match was good.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously it was going to be because they're two top class performers, I'd say. But I really think Bron should have won. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you. Two schools of thought here.
Yeah, go on.
See, this is the thing. You already beat Brock. I didn't think they should. Well, anyway, look. When Seth beat Brock, Heyman got,
Jim Bron.
speared. What did I say, Brock? Bron, yeah, sorry.
Brock twice.
Bron,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry. When Seth beat Bron and Paul Heyman got speared through the barricade, all of that, perfect way. I'm done with you lot now. I'm done. Logan got injured. You put Bron in the tag division. Done. Seth is here. Seth said in King of the Ring, Roman, I'm coming for you. All of that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that should have been it. But then you've given us this cage match, and it was almost like, okay, I thought this was done because you've beaten him. But okay, this is the ultimate ending. Whatever. If Bron beat Seth here, it wouldn't have hurt Seth.
Nah.
Because you could still put Seth, like, he could be down in the dumps. I can't believe it. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, someone just bumps into him backstage. Bang, feud. It's a big feud already because Seth Rollins has got...
Coffee all over him. Bang. Yeah, like that.
And his name is... He's established. And then you look at Bron Breakker and you're like, okay, you've lost the tag belt. Now we're going to propel this guy in the singles division. He could also have a top-level feud coming off a big victory over Seth. Now, I don't know where they go. So if you want to give Seth a top feud now, you can, because he's now back, like, great performance, blah, blah, blah. But who is that? Who are you feuding? Like, Seth isn't going to go after Roman's belt. Well, he might do.
He will.
What now?
But in time. I don't know if you need a filler feud. But
yeah, but what filler feud can you give him now? If you were to give him a filler feud now, could this filler feud have been given with him losing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course, but they want to keep him strong. They want to keep him strong.
If you give him Roman at SummerSlam, because you keep, like you said, right, dealt with the vision, now I'm coming for my belt. I'm coming for Roman.
And he keeps saying as well, the belt I never lost, the belt I never lost.
Right.
He keeps repeating that. So 5 weeks is not long enough.
It's not. But if we are building to Seth versus Roman at SummerSlam, then this was the right decision. But then I will then take you back. Sorry, I'll run it back, and then say that Jay shouldn't have been in the final if you're not gonna do Oba versus Roman.
What are you talking about?
If you're gonna do Seth versus Roman at SummerSlam, then there was no need for you to do Oba versus Jay, because you're then not gonna do Oba versus Roman.
No, because the Oba's probably going for the other belt, like I said. You were at SmackDown, for fuck's sake. The SmackDown when I don't know if they were testing who was cheering more, but when at the end, the big melee, so Oba's out there. Well, actually, I did wonder why Oba was wearing his wrestling gear. So that's why, because you had the match that you watched, the dark match after.
Straight after,
that makes sense. Yeah, so he came out in his wrestling gear, and, they're all giving each other the moves. So Gunther murks him, Cody murks him, Zayn murks him, and then each one of them held the belt. I mean, like, staring him down. Then Gunther gets murked. Then he stares at Zayn. It's just like face off of each one of them. And then right at the end, the one who's left standing, because Cody's probably going to win the belt back in like a week. But then it's Cody staring at Oba. Unfinished business, blah. So it looks like they're aiming him more to him. Because Roman Reigns has called Oba out.
I agree. If
he's not mentioned Roman Reigns.
Okay.
But, he has a bit, I suppose.
Again, then, we'll into that then. Like, obviously, we'll talk about the main event in a minute. We'll talk about the main event in a minute.
Yeah.
But he was more looking at Cody, not the title. Cody doesn't have the title now.
I know, there's still time. It's 5 weeks, mate. 5 weeks. What happens to Drew McIntyre?
But then, if you take this belt off Sami in a week or 2 weeks and give it back to Cody, I'm honestly going to lose my head. I'm gonna lose it.
So why is it all right?
I'm telling you now.
No, you love Darby Allin's 39-day run, But if Zayn does it, then it's a travesty. Oh, he burnt the toast. Blah, blah, blah. Like, why is that okay, but that's not? Please, why is that all right?
Don't compare that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
What?
Sami Zayn,
a short run's a short run.
A 10-year wait to give him the title in Saudi to take it off him in a week or 2 weeks.
And that can make him cry even more and turn into a mega heel and even more of a mega heel. And then Kevin Owens comes back, blah, 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 because he keeps mentioning him. And yeah. But are you not thinking it's possible? Like, how long did Drew have it for?
But, yeah, it is possible. But
and it'll make
this is my point.
The beast that the heel in the match against Oba, because people go, oh, go off Cody. And then Oba will be mega over.
What does this make? If this happens, what does that mean? Is Cody, 4-time champ now? 5? What is it now? I don't even know.
I think it will be 4-time champ, yeah. What's wrong with that? I swear Austin was 10-time champ in 2 weeks in the Raw days.
Don't compare it. Don't compare Austin to Cody, please.
No, I know, but I know. Because Cody he's going to be a bigger star, isn't he? But I think Cody can definitely get the belt back. Because it's not going to be Sami Zayn versus Cody at SummerSlam, is it? I mean, it could be. See, this is...
And if it is...
different ways to go.
Then if it is, then you're going Oba, Roman. And then if you're going Oba, Roman, what have you done with Seth? And back to the point, what are you doing with Seth beating Bron Breakker and essentially not burying, but kind of burying him a little bit? Because... where does Bron Breakker go? Okay, you tell me. Where does Bron Breakker and Seth go from here, in your opinion?
Well, I got
where are their paths now?
I would have to look at Bron. I have no clue what to do with him, hence why I think he should have won. But Seth, I honestly think he's going to fight Reigns in SummerSlam. Honestly, I think he's going to do that.
And then so you're saying that Oba will fight Cody or Zayn, but then fight Cody, which means Zayn is losing.
He's not fighting Zayn. Like, Zayn don't have a shot.
So then, in kayfabe, Oba Femi is I will fight Brock Lesnar and Homelander in 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, and Cody might beat him because he had to knock down, drag out with Brock for 5 minutes.
So then why would you fight Brock then if you've got a title shot against Cody?
I'm not going for this again.
Going through this again. I'm just saying it out loud. It's stupid, isn't it?
I say this to my missus, I say this to the kids. I do not want to repeat myself again. Don't make me say it again. I'm not saying it again. And you know why? Because he's an idiot. He's a superhero. He thinks he can take the world on. That's what he does.
Look.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Anyway, the pot noodle was getting hotter.
Okay, so I would admit that's a bit... But like you said, it could be a retroactive pot noodle. Because if there is Seth versus Roman, then I see why you kept him strong. Because it's so important. Because you can't go into a feud with Roman Reigns if Bron Breakker beats you. You can't. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So you can't complain until we don't know what's happening.
No, we don't. But it means
you're going to make a mug of yourself if you do that.
But Seth has to now fight Roman. Do we agree at SummerSlam for this all to make sense?
Possibly. There's sometimes storylines you don't even know, and we needed, and we might get. Who knows? He could fight. I need to see the list. I don't know. I can't think about who the hills are these days. And what show is he on? If that matters, is he on Raw? SmackDown, or does he float?
Who, Seth? I don't know. Do you know what? Is there such thing as a brand split anymore? I don't know.
I think there is. Yeah, so we don't know yet. But we're all speaking hypotheticals. But if he goes to fight Reigns, which I think is probably the way they're going because he keeps talking that way, then Oba will go the other way. And
so then what happens with Jay?
They could make it a triple threat.
What happens with Jay?
Well, he's just a periphery player at the moment.
Well, no, because we said they were teasing the whole.
Jay and Jimmy probably have a tag team match with Solo and LA Knight when LA Knight finally trusts him. Like they're teasing that as a tag team, and they both say they hate the bloodline. So then, if I don't trust you, and then this will go on for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then Solo will keep proving himself, and then finally they'll go. No, they won't poke. They'll be like, give him a nod, like Mankind and. Like Dude Love and fucking Stone Cold, they didn't actually like each other, but they just got on. One more the other, all that shit. Odd tag team versus the Usos at SummerSlam, I guess. I think that would be big enough for that.
And then Solo screws him over and rejoins the...
Oh, I didn't even think about that. But that would be... Because LA keeps saying it, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I know how this story ends. I did it with Jay and Jimmy. I did it with XYZ. That would be perfect because it would be like, I told you so, because Solo might join because he doesn't want to be alone. He doesn't want to be solo. But I think it's a good opportunity to make him a face because he's a funny guy. And if he shows personality more, I think Solo could be a big player. But now you said that, I wouldn't mind seeing that. That would be hilarious. Yeah, if he screws him over. But that's what Jay would do, I'd say, for the time being. I guess.
But then, anyway, do you know what? We can go back and forth on this. Right,
Hang on.
let me
So
move on to the next match.
No, wait, hang on. So you said mini feud. If Seth doesn't go for Reigns at SummerSlam, then I guess the mini feud could be for 2, I suppose. I didn't think of that. Maybe. Or like he'll face him possibly. There's people out there, I suppose. You can make anything make sense.
That would
if
make
you
sense.
Jab it in there.
If you can force a storyline of Seth, I'm coming for Roman, but Roman's sending the Chihuahua. It's a believable match, I suppose, because Seth's just beat Bron Breaker. So it's like, well, he's beat Bron Breaker, so yeah, he could go against Jacobs. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that would work. We'll see where they go, but I guess we'll find out Raw. I guess.
So that's a potentially burnt ingredient. Potentially, we don't know.
Potentially, but we both agreed. It either way, it helps Seth, but it does Bron Breaker no favors.
Who knows what he's going to get up to? You're going to move on to the next match. What are you going to say about the next one?
So the next match, which was it?
What the actual next match was? Trick and Ricky.
Move on. There was inevitable.
Yeah, but I don't understand why did they? What you say he's done?
That was a foregone conclusion. That match.
Yeah, it was. Pointless match. It was. I did like though. There's not something they ever do on WWE where they actually really acknowledge NXT. Like I can't believe they said for this big star they're building and Ricky Saints, who to his credit is actually on a premium live event. I guess like it's quite quick. There's a lot of other people like Royce Keys, he's done a Royal Rumble, then he's gone. But like they said like Trick has never beaten him. They start talking about their feud in NXT. I'm like, what? How's that work? Because could you ever imagine? Because I watched it with my 2 eyes. Ricky Saints pin over Femi clean in the middle of the ring for the world title.
No,
that happened. Yeah,
what that happened?
Yeah, he beat him clean, like clean. Yeah, he had to hit him with 3 Revolution DDTs, but yeah, he won the title of him. Yeah. And I've seen that. Like, I couldn't imagine that in a million years. In WWE, it's like a different universe. So I'm like, what Ricky Saints beating over? Like, the way they booked him now is like, that's how you tell he believes in him and he don't believe in you, brother. But they see you as like a good US title person, which is a gift and a curse sometimes, unless you're Trick Willie. But and then when you can lose to Trick, it's fine. He's on the up. But when you're getting people's elbowed by Little Yachty, then creative have got nothing for you, bruv. Like,
wait, no, it was when the yacht dropped.
Oh yeah. They had 2 names for it. The yacht drop, like that. The people's elbow or whatever it was. It's like, oh come on, bruv.
Oh yeah, the people's elbow. Oh yeah.
That was a foregone conclusion. The match was good. I mean, not outstanding, but good, as I expect from those 2. But yeah, I guess there was nothing to be said about the match really. A little bit on Trick though. When you were there, were you surprised at SmackDown when he announced that he's married to Lash Legend? They don't usually say that stuff on kayfabe, do they?
Yeah, I think they only said it because then they started showing pictures of their wedding, and I think on social media, on WWE social media as well, they posted pictures of their wedding and stuff like that. So I think it was probably best to just not face it head on, like it's a secret, but if it's going to get out there or if it's going to be all over social media, we also want the publicity for it. I think that's what that was all about.
Oh, is that a new tactic now? Because years ago, no one knew. I mean, everyone knew Seth and Becky were an item. People know that Naraku, Evil from Japan, he's in NXT now. He's married or going out with Io Sky. They don't really...
Punk and AJ.
Oh, well, they made that. Yeah, back in the day, they didn't really...
But then there was Cena and Nikki Bella. They did Miz and Maurice. They do. They love all that.
Yeah. Yeah, but when one's a heel or one's a face, it's like, what? I don't know. It's weird. They don't usually do that.
That's true. That's when it's a bit like, wait.
So do we boo her and cheer him? Like, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, it was cool. But I'm surprised they brought it up still. But Trick is over, though, isn't it? Okay, so...
Oh, massively.
What... I mean, that was a dumb statement. Obviously, he's over. But, so what next for Trick, then? Bun Ricky. We know Ricky's probably going to...
Well, the only thing... I keep the belt on him, ride this wave, and give him a good...
How'd you lose it?
Big feud.
And what's a big feud?
It depends on who it is, I guess.
Carmelo probably next, isn't it?
But then you've got to run through Carmelo. Like, I'm talking, if you're going to lose it, and I know this sounds insane because he just lost, and we're just talking about where does he go from here. But if you sent Bron Breakker to SmackDown, that's a way of resurrecting your career, or not resurrecting your career, like his career's over, but like that's a way of building that character back up, going, giving him a high-profile feud with Trick, and
They
maybe
might
even
do that,
winning
you
it.
know. They might do that, you know, because it seems like they're cleaning house of division on Raw. Because obviously, you watched Raw last Monday, innit? Like, so the Street Profits beat the Vision for the tag team titles, get them off them. I mean, yeah, the division could just turn up.
Just split the Vision up, keep Theory on Raw, send Breaker to SmackDown. Vision's dead. Seth's killed the Vision now. It's done. He's killed it. It's over.
Well, then they have to, if they do stay Vision, because I think they have to put Austin Theory's fate. Unless that Theory and Paul just become tag team.
But then Logan, how long's Logan Paul out for?
Oh, that's the point. Well, he could be his
So if
manager's
he's out,
mouthpiece.
he can be a mouthpiece, yeah, but he ain't gonna wrestle. So if that's the case, like you said, what's the point in them? The Vision's done. Like you just them two. So Breaker could turn around on Raw and go, "Yeah, I'm done. Laters,"
Or
and
just
then he
turn up
rocks
on-
up on SmackDown, and then he just turns up on SmackDown. I don't know.
Just on
something like
SmackDown,
that.
they're like, Paul Heyman will be there with Nick Aldis going, "Good time, sir. Yeah, volley." And he'll go bang. He'll go say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've done a deal, then bang, your next challenger is this, Trick Williams versus Bron." Like, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I didn't even think
Could
about
happen.
Yeah.
But it
Do you know
won't
what?
happen. It won't happen because that makes sense.
Makes too much sense.
Because that makes sense. Because that's one US title where we've booked, which makes sense. Because Bron Breakker has never held a world title, so it would make sense for him to want to go for the US title to elevate his career. Yeah? Makes sense.
But you can't go back to IC, can you? Like Ray Phoenix? I mean, not Ray Phoenix. What's the brother called? Fuck, Zero Murder.
Penta, yeah.
I can forget that. Yeah. I mean, is that a step down, though? He was in that.
No. It makes sense because he's never held a world title, so he's not in that. He's just lost to Seth to prove that he's, not in that.
level.
He's not ready for the world title yet, so he's going to fight for the US title because he's never held it, and he's, it's a stepping stone. Makes sense. Perfect sense. But what doesn't make sense
there we go.
is for somebody who had a world title at WrestleMania. You had your world title at WrestleMania, you lost it, fine. So your instant reaction is, I know, I'll go for the US title. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. How many times do I come on this podcast and say, why are we going up and down, up and down, up and down? Jade fighting for the US title makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Go and try and get your belt back. And then losing. So hold on a minute. When you were world title and you won it by yourself, you then said, you know what? I know how I'm going to gain an advantage. I'm going to get the baddies. And then you got two people that you've mashed up week after week to then become on your team. And then all you've done since then is lose your world title and then lose a shot at the US title.
Yeah, what's her matching them up week after week got to do with them joining it?
What do you mean? If you're beating them up... Right, yeah. Okay.
Roman Reigns bashed Jay and Jimmy to pieces until they fell in line.
But
that can happen in prison yard as well. It's fine.
Family overcomes all at the end of the day. However, if you pick me up and jaded me on the floor, week in, week out, I'm not joining you.
What if you're in prison getting banged up by the Burmese gang week after week? Would you join?
If they're my family, yes. I'll be
like, they weren't family. You'll just be in prison. Whatever happens in prison, week after week. You ain't joining that gang.
Fight back.
Right, cool. Might probably enjoy it. It's fine. I've seen Shawshank. Right, fine. But yeah, she banged up week after week.
My point is,
she did go after her belt again, and she failed again. Like that.
Right.
Backlash.
Okay. Cool. So I forgot there's another fail. Yeah. So you failed again. So you've gone. I know. I'm gonna now go for the US title. Right. So again. Back in my days, right.
Yeah.
When The Rock established himself with that IC strap, right, and then when he was done with it, he gave it to Triple H. It's your belt now. You stay in that division. I'm bigger than you now. Laters, you have that belt. I'm going up to the world title.
Is this kayfabe or in real life he just gave him the belt? Because in kayfabe, I'm sure he got mashed up at SummerSlam.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
And he had the stupid white power on their faces going, I can't see. How am I going to burn it? I'm not burning it. So he done it. So in kayfabe, he got banged up. But yeah, in real life, he was bigger than him and so he moved up.
Then he went for the world title and he became the corporate champ. Then he lost the belt and then he won it back. Then he lost it and he won it back. And then that's how it kind of goes.
Triple H won the IC belt after being world champion, didn't he? And you can say that's for a storyline.
That is for a storyline for the power.
So is Jade, this storyline is just to get her in with Charlotte, but she cost her something.
This storyline makes no sense. That's what it is. It's like, I just want the US title. Not because I'm in a two-man power trip.
She wanted to beat up Tiffany and she happened to have the belt as well, so I'm going to take that from you as well. Like Zeus in Friday. Like, you know, it was just she's being a bully.
Right, so me, if I'm in that position, I'd be like, you know what, you think you're sick. I'm going to show you that I can take that belt from you anytime. I don't want it, though, because it's beyond me. Beat her, dash the belt on her, and say, this is what I'm saying. Stay in that lane, because this is my lane, you're not on mine. That's what I'd do.
Maybe she was going to do that. We don't know.
But she won't. She was going to have
How do you know?
It was a title match. Because it was a title match. You can't give away the title.
You would have fought her in a non-title match.
In a non-title, yes.
No, I would have fought a title match and then vacate the title. Why would you not get that on your resume again?
No, because I want it.
No,
I'm above it now.
No, okay, so then you do that. I'd be a Grand Slam champion, you won't. Cool, that's fair enough. I'll take that.
No, because I would have won that title.
No, because...
That's me, though.
No, we don't. This is an example of what happened with Jade. Jade's never had that belt, has she? She's had the tag belts. She's had the world belt. So why not get rid of one just to be Grand Slam?
No, because you've... That's okay. So
No. This one I've got you. Because you don't...
Brock Lesnar win the Intercontinental title?
Why not?
It doesn't matter who's... Right now, Penta's got it. Brock's about to retire at SummerSlam. Does he go, do you know what? I've never had the IC belt. Let me
but Jay's not about to retire, so what's that got to do with anything? That's apples and oranges. That's like John Cena went to win the US title when he'd already won it. Why was that a bad move? That happened about 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was a bad move.
Was it though?
That's what started this stupid trend of going back down.
Oh, so it started, did it?
This is my point.
I'm sure the Miz started, didn't he? Didn't Miz just like...
Miz was a failed experiment. Because Miz was like, well,
get off the mic, Roink. Why
get back in your lane.
Don't use Roink's lines, bruv.
My point is,
it
was stupid. All of this going for world titles, and then going for the US, and then going for a world, and then going for an IC, then going for a tag, then going for IC, then going for world, then going for tag, then going for US. It's stupid.
Right, cool. It's stupid. I get it. I understand. But number one, it was a US title for a women's US title. How have you spent this long in it? I'm glad for her. Her wig stayed on. She's going to have a sick feud with Charlotte. Cool. But I want to get on to the main event because I know this could take 20 to 25 minutes. So,
it won't, because there's not really much to say with this main event. But that's fine.
Really?
As long as we agree, before we move on.
Yeah.
Let me just taste this pot. The pot noodle has burnt my lips now. It's burnt my tongue and it's burnt my lips. And it tastes off. It's got a slight burnt taste to it.
For what it was, that wasn't a burnt match.
It was.
Why?
Because if you're going to shoehorn the Jade Charlotte match, which we feel is probably a big feud, in regards relatively in the women's division, in the women's division, right? Charlotte versus Jade. I don't think we've ever got that as a feud. It didn't need to be via the US title.
Okay, but it was. Why does it matter?
Because it's stupid. So that's what I'm saying. Chef Paul was burnt the pot noodle.
No, because maybe in kayfabe she wanted the belt just to hurt Tiffany. We went through this. Maybe she wanted to hurt her and be a bully, take it off her, and maybe she would have vacated. But it's all hypothetical, really.
It's not hypothetical. We saw it all play out.
No, because if she had won it, maybe she would have vacated.
No, but she didn't say that. She went for the title.
She did.
She wanted to win the title after being a world champion.
Well, and she failed. Maybe because she's been put back in her place by Rhea. Maybe she's realised she's not.
So she's not. So you failed at
failed experiment.
Keeping your title, getting your world title back, and winning the US title.
Yeah. So she gets some shine back by fighting Charlotte. She probably beat Charlotte. Do you not think so?
Let's move on.
So finally, you love women's matches, man. Are you actually taking double A spot? Because I think the bulk of this goddamn thing we spoke about the two women's matches more than anything else.
But they're the stupidest booking though.
Yeah, but I'd never
actually no, it's not. We spoke about the Seth one anyway. You know what? Let's go.
Back in the day, I didn't spend this long talking about Hornswoggle matches. Like they were stupid. But
the women's division has it's got just as much as importance now in this day and age. So it does. If you're gonna have
wait,
you're gonna.
Why would you say that?
Wow.
Wait, hang on. So you're telling me, so we'll go belt for belt. So the women's world champion.
No, we're not going belt for belt. We ain't got time for this.
Okay, cool.
What I'm saying is...
Because you know what you said is stupid, but cool.
No.
So,
let me just clear that up quickly. What I'm saying is, in their division, if you're going to give them 2 world titles and 2 mid-card titles, book it properly. You should book it the same What I'm saying is, with the same importance of a men's title. I'm not saying put them in the main event. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, book the IC belt properly, book the US title properly, and book your world titles properly. That's all I'm saying. Whether it's men or women's division, you don't just go because it's the women's division. Doesn't matter what. Do whatever you want.
But you said they burn their toast equally in both of them, so it is equal.
Yeah.
So it is treated the same then, I guess, if that's your point.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm trying to say. You are saying that it doesn't matter because it's the women's division.
No.
Matter.
I didn't say it didn't matter. You said it's the same importance, and it's not the same importance. Okay, is it the same importance?
It is. Relatively speaking,
relatively. Thank you very much. Cool. Relatively, it is. Like Glasgow Rangers winning the title, relatively it's the same importance as Arsenal in the title. Fantastic. Cool. Right. Main event time. I know you probably have a lot to say, or no, you said you don't have a lot to say. So who should have won in your head? Was this the right call?
I don't know.
Why not? So when it happened at the time, were you like sick?
I was shocked.
Like, okay. Yeah. I was
like,
shocked.
Wait a minute. What? Like, hold on. What? We've been, like you said, full circle moment. We've been speaking about, well, obviously it's in Saudi. Sami's winning the Royal Rumble. Obviously it's WrestleMania's in Saudi. Last year, we said that a lot. And they finally pulled the trigger at Saudi, which we predicted all along. Just not this time round.
Wrong months, wrong years. Yeah.
Should we have seen it coming the way his character and his storyline has been going? Maybe. Was I happy to see it? I think so. I am not one of them people, because there was a bit of fan outrage and a bit of fake outrage, I guess, with people going, Sami Zayn shouldn't be a world champion. Look at him. Like, he just looks like a scruff ball, like a tramp, like a homeless man winning a world title, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't look like a world champion. But it all in, like, if we're being real, like, his catalogue and his 10-year resume deserves to have a world title. I'm not against it. I like Sami Zayn. I actually like it. And especially when he's a whiny Sami Zayn. Like a whiny, everyone's against him, the last real good guy. Like, and he's like, shut up, Sami, just shut up. I like all of that, right?
He should have the world title, not the undisputed.
You saw the heel tendencies in Homelander as well. And like, the way he's acting and stuff, like, I'm all right with it. But what I mean is, I don't know where they go from here.
Well, I know where do you think Gunther goes from here? What have you heard?
Nothing.
So you know the post show.
Sorry, with all this.
So he's coming out going,
I saw that. Yeah.
You're happy. You're a Fed wrestler. Get to the chopper. Oh, it's not a tumor. It's just getting sick at him. Just like complaining at him getting sick. And it's like, yeah, and then physical alteration. So what is Magnus? Is Nick Aldis gonna have another feud with a technically non-wrestler again?
Well,
and what does that do for Gunther? And obviously Brock Lesnar's retirement match was never going to happen, but that's off the table completely now. So he goes to Nick Aldis. Is that like the final slap in the face?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where any of them go from here. What I would like to see, or what
would you like for your fantasy booking? What do you want Zayn to do? Fantasy booking, because you don't like the idea of him doing a Darby Allin run. So where would he lose it? How long does he have it?
I would like him
to. Cody.
So I'd like him to be that champion that you think he's going to lose every title match he goes into. You think he ain't going to win, but somehow he pulls it off. I don't want to see him have a Derby run in terms of, like, I don't know. I kind of want shenanigans in every match Sami's in. I want him to win that title or retain the title via shenanigans, via something going his way. I don't know. I actually don't know how to book it. I don't know. I like it, but I don't know. I would like to see somehow.
Maybe he shouldn't have the belt then, isn't it? Until after
I would like to see Kevin Owens somehow integrated into this.
Oh, he will.
Not screwing over Sami. Maybe watching his back.
Oh, he will be.
Maybe he's the one that helps him keep that title each time when he's down and out. Then Kevin Owens kind of, I don't know, maybe. But I don't know what the state of his injury is.
Because it'll be like a triple threat. If he keeps the belt, SummerSlam should be a triple threat. Because let's say Oba goes for him. And you know how Cody, golden boy, whiny. He's like, I never got my rematch, blah, 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 blah. And then Oba does his usual, because I fought you all, or whatever, like, go sick. Like, it'll be a triple threat, and then Oba doesn't win the title, Cody doesn't get it back. You were there at SmackDown when he says, he went, you referenced it earlier, keep Kevin Owens out your mouth, and he keeps referencing him. Cody references him. So, and Kevin Owens hates Cody still, obviously. So I like your idea of the shenanigans, because the way Kurt Angle used to keep the belt all the time, and in that the one time, I hated Kurt Angle at that time. I'm like, why has he got a belt? And it was like rock. It was a 6-man Armageddon, and every single one of those people I thought should have the belt, apart from Rikishi. Like, you were like, okay, they're all world champions to me. Kurt Angle hadn't proved it yet to me. Not that he owes me anything, but then somehow that little rat got out of that match. So if you have a match of Oba, who is the chosen one, and the golden boy, there's no way Zayn is keeping this belt. So,
but again,
Kevin Owens would have to help him in shenanigans.
I get what you're saying with the Oba character, and I'm not going to go back over it again.
Yeah.
But you are king of the ring, and you can have a one-on-one match, but you decide, I'll fight you all. Like, that is stupid.
You just said we're not going over it again, and you said the same thing again.
I'm just saying, just stupid, right? Fantasy booking, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, somehow shoehorn Cody in, because he always gets involved in a triple threat. I would have, maybe a Kevin Owens return to help, but maybe I'd also throw in a Randy Orton coming back and RKO in Cody, because he still owes him one from WrestleMania, stops him from winning. I know he had a little thing with Sami going, Sami, you will be a world champion one day, and is he like also watching Sami's back?
No, you can't have that, because Owens and Orton had.
Oh, then they hate each other, yeah.
But then it's wrestling. You can sort of neuralizer, bang, they could do it. They could neuralize you. But
before Kevin Owens' injury, you were going to fight Randy at WrestleMania. You remember that, yeah?
And you know what happened? Because you punched me up in the parking lot, like Orton. Like, he kept attacking him off camera, innit? So it's like, you can't really. All right, third option. This is Zayn versus Oba. This could be a thing. So obviously Cody gets his. Is Owens? He'll be injured, won't he? Or do we know?
This is what I'm saying. I don't know what his ETA is of his return.
So they do like to have a SmackDown match championship match on SmackDown these days, isn't it? So, and when it's Cody versus Zayn, we're all the classic. It's just going to Drew McIntyre him. Cole, classic. And shenanigans, like you say, he gets away with it. So then Oba goes for him, and it's a mini, like, Oba feud with him to SummerSlam. And this is like one of those moments, how is he going to get out of this one? And that's why Oba's so confident to, like, Zayn can even say, you're so sure you're going to beat me. You've agreed to fight Brock on night one. You underestimate me, blah, 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 blah. And we're all thinking, but surely Oba's going to beat him. But then Zayn gets away with it, blah, blah, blah. Like, that could be, I could see Zayn then versus Oba. It won't be the main event of night two, or I don't know.
Well, but then what would be? If he wrote
night two with Reigns versus Seth Rollins or something. If we go that way.
But then, so if you go night one, would be Brock versus Oba.
Yeah, Brock versus Oba.
That's what we're saying, yeah? So Oba has to fight Zayn
in night two. Yeah.
Which would mean Roman versus who? Seth,
yeah. Or you could do night one, if you have to have the belt on the main event, if it has to be that way, which I think it is, then Zayn, because you remember Zayn and Owens and the fucking Usos main event of WrestleMania night one. So night one main event isn't, I mean, it's the main event, but it's not the main event, if we're being honest. So it could be Zayn versus Oba night one. I don't know. He has to have Brock night one.
I was going to say.
I don't know. But that could be a thing they could do, I guess.
Unless, you know what, I don't even know.
All we're saying is
there's so many ways.
This is good. There's so many different avenues, and that's what we need.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
It's
we're trying to dig ourselves out of a hole, is what we're doing.
I don't see it that way, sir. I see
it's
not like options.
We can go so many story. It's not that. We're going, we're in this big pit right now. We're looking up. How do we get out of this?
But each one of these matches we'd like to see. I'd like to see Oba versus Cody. I'd like to see.
But then to get Oba versus Cody, it means you've got to take the belt off Zayn.
I'm fine with that.
I'm not fine with that. I'm not fine with that.
Because I agree with him. He should have the world title, not the undisputed WWE title, but fine. Because now that belt. Oh, well, cool. Like, you know,
And because
now
we
Reigns.
just discussed that he could have a good fun reign with shenanigans and Kevin Owens here and Orton there and all this
Yeah,
stuff
but I
happening.
didn't really sign on today. That was you were saying that. I thought, yeah, cool. Well, I could see it. It would infuriate me, but she's doing his job then. But cool. But nah, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, the front run can still happen if he fires
So
over
you want Cody to
versus
continue
over.
his John Cena reign of terror and getting that belt back.
I want Over to beat him at SummerSlam.
That means you want Cody to win the belt back.
That was my top choice. But if you go Zayn over, then
And when would you like Cody to get that belt back?
probably week before or something, 2 weeks before. Let's give him a couple of weeks of it.
What, on
Give him
SmackDown?
like, yeah, that's what it deserves. Fine. He's a B plus player. It's fine. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's fine. Or sheep in wolf's clothing. Anyway, on that bombshell, we should really get out of it now. Because I'm not sure
Yeah.
First Boss can handle any more truth bombs.
No, you're right. We will see where these predictions come out. But yeah, this was a good Night of
Every
Champions
single
recap.
one of them are going to be wrong, but yeah, I can't wait. Yeah. And they're going to do something crazy. Randy Orton's probably going to challenge the fucking belt. Who knows, mate? Randy Orton versus fucking Zayn.
And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to burn my lips again on this pot noodle because my mouth right now on this pot noodle it's destroyed.
Thank God you're here. Fill in the Roinks-shaped hole. Sick. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Whoa. That was supposed to be like the Royal Rumble entrance surprise.
Yeah,
Bleep it.
true. Yeah,
Anything else you want to say before we leave, sir?
No, obviously, we just had Forbidden Door. No time to talk about that. And maybe we'll recap that next week. But
we're gonna have to, because if Roink's here, it's going to be in depth.
Yeah, by then we would have had a Dynamite as well to forward the stories, as they say. So yeah, nothing else. We'll see where this all goes.
Definitely. And as always, please like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Please comment, because we will comment. Helps out the algorithm and all that. So, without further ado, thanks for joining us this week, and we hope you enjoyed the show.